The heck happened? Oh, well, over here, I guess we didn't. Okay, that's up. Oh, my volume's up over here too. Okay, it is. Okay. What it says here? What? I'll do that next time. Anyhow, just hopping on here, and I would have been on this morning. Hello, everyone. I'm on two devices, so if you see me looking over here, I'm on the tube and on the top. Okay, Jules. That's what I call my subscribers on YouTube on one of my channels. But on this one right here is Ohana, mean family. So here we go. We are family. And I got all my brothers and sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Okay, that's my little intro to my YouTubers. And if you hear it over here, oh well, we family. Okay? Because I said so. So, Ohana means family in Hawaii. So that's why I sing that little intro, or tried to, anyways. Okay? So, I hopped on here. Ooh, I was going to come on this morning, but you know what? Life is life. You got to do things, and I'm not sitting around on my butt not doing nothing. Okay? So, anywho, hello, everyone. Central Standard Time. It is 2:01. 2:01 to whatever part of the world you may be at. Hello. I hope you're having a magnificent day where, which I call it, Where Wisdom Wednesday. Okay. Knowledge is key. Okay. So I got all that out the way. But the reason why I hopped on here, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my goodness. You see how things start happening? I already got my do not disturbs on because every time I get on the freaking live, you want to say a notification want to go off. Not this time because I fixed it. So anywho, I came on this afternoon, and the reason why I'm on is because I decided to discuss what I've been going through and what I've been going through over here. But also it's just life. Things that we go through in life. And I came to the terms of sometimes we can be in our own way. hmm And when we're in our own way, we allow things to happen. And things start happening. Like, for example, if you don't know what in your own way is, I say it. I'll break it down to you. This is my best way of explaining what in your own way is. Tap the screen, come through. How you doing? Share, share, share. Invite, invite, invite. Like I said, knowledge is key. So here we go. I would say about a week, I have been feeling some kind of way. This is my water. I'm about to drink some. I'm on the water thing. I ain't no fast, but I'm on one. I drink this. Oh, goodness. Come on now. I think this is day 11. I'm going to share with you. What I tell y'all over here, I have to go by what I say too. Us as people or me as a person, I can share a lot of good advice. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And as I state from time to time, I'm not for everyone. And I know this. But who don't want to know or hear anything about what can help somebody that is struggling through something or going through something or been through something, still going through it and try to figure it out? So I'm saying this because this is something I've been dealing with. And what I'm dealing with is knowing how to relax, knowing how to rest, knowing how to take time and kick up my heels for myself. Because I ain't a band-aid that can go on everybody's sore. Okay? I'm not the one that can, like when my mom used to get sick, for instance. Hey, I'll be her band-aid, but my mom's not here. I took care of my mother. So I say that to say, when my mom used to get sick or I felt like something came over me and I used to cry. I didn't know why, but I felt some kind of way. I know I'm not the only one that's experienced this, but I'm talking about in the realm of far as how I did when my mom used to get sick. Check this out. She used to get sick. You can tap on the screen, please. I'm on TikTok. You gotta tell these folks over here, I guess. I don't know. Please. She used to get sick, and when she got sick, something would come over me. And I'll start crying, or I feel some kind of way. So later on, I get a phone call or whatever. Lisa, this is how my mom sound now. And like I done told everybody, that's not my name. It really ain't. Everybody in my family calls me Lisa. But that is not my name. Okay? It ain't. But it's okay because I love it. My daughter calls me Mona. So Mona Lisa. Okay? So she said, Mama's in the hospital or Mama's at the emergency room or whatever. Because my mom was she had kidney failure. And she was on dialysis for 10 plus years. Went faithfully. Straight up. She did not miss dialyzing or going to dialysis. Okay. I would go with her before she got transportation. I would take her and I would sit in there with her and I would go with her. This is some examples of the type of person I am. I would go in there and the people, especially this one little lady, she was so little, she would ask my mom all the time about me. And I would sit there and when you dialyzing, going to dialysis, but dialyzing, you in there anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. Okay? Filtrating your system because you can no longer urinate or make bowel movements or whatever. So anyhow, and you do that because the poison that goes through your bloodstreams. So I would take care of her. And I would feel something that ain't right with my mom or something that's going on. And come to find out, lo and behold, every time I felt like this when she was living, it had something to do with my mom. I say that to say my daughter, she moved to a different state, and this was like 2 years ago. And I told this friend of mine, I said, I'm kind of feeling off today. I was emotional. I was feeling some kind of way. I didn't know what it was that came over me. You tap the screen, please. And share. Give your girl some thumbs up or something. So I felt the same way when my mom was sick, but I didn't know what was wrong with her. Lo and behold, my daughter, and I'm not putting nobody's name on it because I got 3 daughters, but it's just something I experienced, so that's why I'm sharing. She said, Mom, I'm at the hospital. And she told me what was wrong with her, what happened, all this. And I'm like, oh my goodness. The same way I was feeling when my mom got sick, I felt the same way with my daughter. And I feel the same way with my children. As I state, I have a daughter that I take care of mentally, physically, and emotionally, and she's a full-grown adult because of things that happened to her. She wasn't born this way. things happen to her. So I said like that. She's in her 30s. And my sister asked me yesterday, do you know where she's at? No, no, I don't know where she's at. Y'all experienced this with me when she went missing from September of last year until I want to say January is when I heard something. Now get this. So where is she? I don't know. Have I heard from her? Yes. But when that happened, before it happened, here we go again. Something came over me and I was feeling some kind of way. And I told my daughter, my son, I said, something's not right. I haven't heard from your sister. From September the 23rd, I want to say 23rd, I think this is what they told me. She wasn't where she was at. See, this is the thing. Why you take care of your daughter? Because I have legal rights to my child because of the situation that she endured. I'm her mom, and I don't have no problem with that. And I didn't have a problem with it. I was taking care of her. I was buying her clothes. She had a room. She was in a place. She was in a safe place. All the things. Now, I don't know where she's at. The point I'm getting to, I'm gonna get to it. So I know my baby. She's my third child. She graduated every level in school, like from pre-K to kindergarten, from elementary school to middle school, from middle school to high school to college. Graduate, walk across the stage. She went and finished, completed. Yes. So when I didn't hear from her birthday, I want to say Thanksgiving. I'm not for certain about Thanksgiving, but I know for a fact her birthday, Christmas, New Year's, my birthday, I hadn't heard from my child. And I cried. I don't give a damn. A parent. I ain't just saying a woman. I'm talking about men too. If you are a parent, you can have those gut feelings that something is not right with your child, your mom, your dad, your sisters, maybe, and your brothers, okay? It ain't just the kids. So as I was saying, I experienced this with my mom. I experienced this with my young daughter. I experienced this with I have two younger daughters because I have three daughters and one son. All of them are in their 30s, okay? When I felt that way, it's hard for me to not feel that way. Meaning, I have to have answers to what's going on. Like, I'm like, come on now, what's going on? I haven't heard from my baby, and police reports and detectives investigating and everything. Yes. I shared a video on here on YouTube. This ain't no sympathy thing. This is the truth. Everybody was praying for me, and I felt it. But can't nobody tell me not to worry about my child. This is my child. I don't give a dang if she was in her 50s and I'm in however old I am, still my child. So the point of what I'm getting at, I felt this way. Lo and behold, I was right. Something happened to my child. And I knew it because she's a mommy. I know each one of my kids called me a different way of calling me mom, mother, however. I know each one of them how they call me. And when I hadn't heard from her, I couldn't sleep. My mind wouldn't rest. I was probably getting 2, maybe an hour sleep. A lot of people don't know this. I'm speaking about it because it's the truth. It's my story and it's the truth. So I'm sitting up in the living room, crying and everything. So when I finally heard from her, here we go. I'm about to get to that point. I didn't hear from her. I heard from the detective. And let me tell you something. I'm a visual person. And also, I'm the type of person I pay attention to words. Okay, so if someone calls you and say, "I was calling to inform you," hold up, are you serious? Let me get my bearings together. Because we know typically if you call somebody in a different type of mornings, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, even 10, 11 o'clock at night, and you talking about, especially we're talking about businesses, you know, how they close at a certain time. But if you stand in a hospital or something like that, that's a different situation. And still, you don't want to hear that word. I'm calling to let you know, or I'm calling to inform you. And I straight up, I'm very transparent. I say, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Because this is at nighttime now. Not in daytime. And even if it's daytime, it's still a certain time that you call people and tell them stuff, right? I said, okay, ma'am, you can tell me now. So she said, I just wanted to let you know what she told me. That's the first time. It happened. No, February? It had to have been February. Mm-hmm. Because I know it was after my birthday, so it had been February. So anyhow, when they called me to tell me that, the detective, that is, the first time was a hospital, okay? I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? What is going on? And I'm freaking out. I'm so serious. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just being honest. I said, okay. My baby girl was here. I'm sitting in the love seat. She's sitting over there. You see this right here? I'm in my living room. Okay? I tell y'all that all the time. She was sitting right over there and we looking at each other just like this. I had my speakerphone on. Because ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm crazy. But my daughter wouldn't have done that. I'm just saying. Because I'm an emotional person. And when she see me crying, or see if I'm crying, honey, you best believe something is wrong. It ain't because I just want to be a crybaby, even though probably when I was younger, everybody called me a crybaby. But hell, I wasn't a crybaby. Things was happening to me in my life that made me cry. Okay? So he said what he said. I still don't know where my daughter's at. You done got in contact with her. Mm-hmm. You done spoke to her, saw her. So what you want me to do? Take her to the hospital? Mm-hmm. Take her to the hospital? I'm not there, me personally. And they couldn't force her to go. But if I had been there, just speaking in general, because I wouldn't have done it, I could have had hog tied her to go. Because I had power attorney over her in that state. I'm in a different state. Okay. You don't know where your child at? Hell, she grown. When they grown, they can. Where my water? When they grown, your kids can go wherever they want to. But when it comes to another level and point in life where you taking care of that child, yeah, I need to know where my child's at. And I didn't. And I still don't. You could tell me I'm just saying, you could tell me you in Florida, you could be in California. You know why? I don't have no address, none. I had an address at first. See, this is the thing. I'm being truthful. I knew where you was. And when I haven't heard from you, something came over me. Okay? So when it came over me, I was right about how I was feeling. And I'm opening it up over here. Y'all knew about it over here. And I'm saying the details of it. People say, have you heard from your daughter? Do you know where your daughter at? Have they found your daughter? I don't know where my child's at. And I think that still bothers me. But also, I come to terms when the detective called me, and he physically had her. He knew who she was, and I told him spots that see. Pay attention. Spots where I knew she hung out at, and plus I knew because I was sending her food. I had created an Instacart account, so when I buy her groceries, I can shop from the state where she live at, and they can deliver it. Honey, every time you take care of somebody, you don't have to hand money to them. And I wanted to make sure she was getting fed. I wanted to make sure if I order something on Amazon, I didn't send it. You could put a person, if you don't know this, you could put someone on your Amazon mailing account, right? So if it's my account, I'm paying the bill, okay? So if I want to mail something to you, my daughter, my dad, etc., I can put my dad's address on there, my daughter's address on there, and whoever else's address on there. Instead of me personally getting the packages come to me, their address is on the account and it goes to them. So I did that too. I'm a very, very, one would probably say too serious of a person. No, I just take care of business. And as I say, the way I talk, I don't know everything, because someone gave me some good ideas over here the other day, just like somebody gave me some good ideas about what to do for my skin. And I read that today. So shout out to you. Okay. As a matter of fact, when I read it, it was a long list of stuff. So they're going to know that I'm not lying. I was reading it to my daughter, and it has something to do with bananas. Okay. So banana peels, socks, for at night, what to do, even go outside. So they know that I'm not lying, because I went on down to the part to where something about take it outside, put it in the ground too for fertilizer or something for you. Okay. So that's what I've been feeling. And that's why I've been going through the motions of feeling some kind of way, because I'm still not settled in my mind. So this is why I'm on here to share, because I always come over here and tell y'all motivational stuff, inspirational stuff, even ideas, tips, clues, and ideas of what you could do for this. Maybe try that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist, no counselor or nothing. I'm a certified nurse's assistant and a personal care aide, and I was a foster mom. Okay. So I done worked in nursing, assisted living facilities, taking care of terminally ill patients. Okay. So, and help with my kid's father. So knowledge is key for me. Also, I take interest in, I'm more drawn to knowing and positive stuff. All that negative stuff, that's why I say over here, please, let's be positive. Don't come through the door acting negative. Please don't. And I don't even have to block you. It's just all about, if you don't want to hear what I have to say or don't like what I'm saying, and I can even say, ask me a question. Ask me something. More so than you just coming in like you're attacking. Because I can hold my own very well. I can see you, but don't see you. You can be a fly on the wall. Okay? When it's dealing with my kids and my family, that takes it to another level. And that's when the emotion sets in. I told my son this. I have one son. He's the oldest. Honey. So I've been going around, I'm going to say about the last 4 or 5 months talking. That's why I've been talking. Sharing. Experiencing. Going through what I'm going through. I'm on this journey. Weight loss journey. I put up a video yesterday of this. I used this. I purchased it off of TikTok. I'm going to keep saying this. I did. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know and they done seen this. Okay. So I'm showing that and I'm documenting it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm giving my own personal review, and I'm documenting it because I'm giving myself the time to when I want to tell the results. Okay, so all in. Wait a second, I got it written down here. That's why I'm trying to get this paper. Then put this water down. I wrote down when I started using this product. What works for somebody else don't have to work for me, or what works for you don't have to work for me, and vice versa. How the hell it goes? Okay, so the first time I used it, I could put the date down, but I didn't put it down. But I know when I got it because I can check my mail. But anyhow, I done used it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And the 5 times that I used it, you can tap the screen, share, come through. Hey, girl, hey, what's up with you? Okay, did I say that? Yeah. So, anywho, because people come through and they don't speak or say nothing, I don't bite. Okay. Anywho, I'm just trying to build up some momentum because I'm on 2 platforms. I'm used to y'all over here. Hey. Yeah, y'all like family for real, and that's how I feel over here. We can be once we get to going. So I used it 1, 2, 5 times. The castor oil, that is, girl, stay focused. And then I used it twice on my feet, or feet, not just foot, feet. And then I used it once in my hair. So 5 times, navel area. I didn't say that, but the abdomen and the navel area, and then twice on my foot, once in my hair, and then this morning, I'm gonna be honest with you, my knee was bothering me because y'all know over here I have a knee problem because I have injured myself, not because of weight, and I put some on my knee. This stuff is so thick. It's really, let me show y'all. I don't know if I showed it to y'all. This stuff is thick. Like, for real. I'm not selling this. I'm just sharing. I don't sell. It's so thick. Look how thick that looks. Oh, my goodness. It's so thick. It is really, really thick. And, honey, when it runs down the outside, I get every bit of it. I ain't wasting this stuff. This stuff works. It works. My daughter came and surprised me. That's why I was not on when I said I was going to get on. My daughter came to surprise me, and I had gotten the one off of TikTok. I got 2 for the price of 1, I guess you could say. And I said, you know what? Let me give my daughter one. I want her to try this right along with me. And like I said, what works for me don't work for her. What works for her don't work for me, however. But we all have our own opinion towards things. And so I gave it to her for a reason. Honey, when it comes on the outside, I take that and rub it on my knee and leg too. But it says it's for your hair, skin, and nails. So far, I done put it in my hair, my skin. I guess you could say my nails too, because when you're rubbing it in your hands or whatever. Anywho, y'all, I like to talk. I'm a really down-to-earth person. So I done tried this. So I said maybe Friday, because I haven't wrote a review yet on TikTok, that is. I'm going to give it it'll be a whole week. Ooh, actually, it'll be 9. Oh, wait a minute. It should be about 8 to 9 days that I've used this. Okay. And when I say that, I did, listen, I'm paying attention. 5 days on my navel. And then I did it on my feet. 2 days. And then I did it in my hair. So a total of 3 different areas. Foot or feet, because it's both. Skin, which is my area right here. And I part my hair. I got real thick hair. I got a lot of hair. A lot of hair. And I said, let me massage it in there. My hair is soft. It can look like woo, but that's okay, because that's what they said. Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Hair is of woo. Okay? So, natural girl. Okay? I I done came on here. Y'all done see what my hair look like when I'm partner combing it. Get ready with me. And same way over here. I did that the other day, and that's when I did this. I put it in my scalp, massage it. But for right now, it's working, I believe. But I don't want to like share no results yet. I'm gonna tell you how I know it's working. I think unless you go to the restroom a lot. Ooh, baby, you're so. You heard me. You go to the bathroom with this. Anybody can comment. I don't know if you used it before, tried it before. If you have, comment and tell me. You can say, comment down below the results of what you experienced with using this. You can share your experience of using this. I would like to know. I would like to hear. And for real, I do. Because it's a good product. And I think this is working. So, as I was saying, I'm not all over the place. I just like to, cross my T's and dot my I's. So, what I had experienced, to complete the story or whatever, emotions through the roof, being overwhelmed. And when I feel like that personally, I had to come back from it. Get out your way, and you have to come back from it. So what I do for that is I declutter my thinking process. It's like a mindset thing. And look at the big picture of what is going on. That's why I said sometimes we can be in our own way. So I said, what are you doing? What are you not doing? What should you be doing? And what do you want to do? This is what I said to myself. So, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. As I state all the time, this is what I'm saying. I wrote this down, okay? And what I'm doing is I wrote it down because I'm going to get a couple. I'm going to get some notebook. Oh, it's over there. I'm going to get some notebook papers. I'm looking at my thing. And every day is going to be a different day that I complete a goal, okay? I have to do this. And you know what that is? That's mindset. And also is allowing yourself to be focused and not be so overwhelmed with situations. I'm telling you the truth. I was this person. I clean my whole house up in one day if I have to. Literally. Windows. Because everybody's house ain't messy, but you will clean up every day. You'll, vacuum, dust, dishes, mop, the restroom, your bedroom, wash, wipe walls, and freaking windows. That's me. I got videos stating it. I got videos showing it. And I said, oh my goodness, you overexhausting yourself. This is what I said to myself. That's why I said what I said yesterday. The other day, somebody asked me, was I angry? No, I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. And I talked to one of my children this morning, and I told them, see, there's nothing wrong with you having high hope and high expectations for your children. I want my kids to have what I didn't have. Not saying I didn't have it, but I'm talking about more, okay? You're supposed to want your kids to have. So I'm sitting up here in my mind, I have a mom brain. A mom brain. Ooh. For real. I have to come back from that. Your kids are grown. 2 of them are married. All my kids have children. Just have 5 grandbabies, okay? And I have 4 kids myself. It's time for you. Hmm. It's time for you. Because, see, I done raised my kids and rearing them. Their father did too. And he's no longer here. So I'm a single mom, okay? Because I'm always going to be a mom. And when you have things that you go through in life, who's that? What's that song? Was it is SWV or Escape? One of them? Who can I run to? That's the thing. Everybody, every one of us needs someone to talk to. Some have it easy, some don't. My mom's in heaven. My kid's father is in heaven. My dad's still alive. I look at it this way, and this is not no cop out or nothing. My dad is a man of a particular age. He's up there, okay? And sometimes I'm just thinking about his heart. I don't want to put stress on my dad. My dad is not a stressful person. My dad lives his life with without stress. My son, though, that he was staying with him temporarily. And so, I mean, not saying everybody can have a little stress in their life, but my dad is not that person. And I used to be like that, but as I gotten older, it's changed because I have a lot of weight weighing me down. Hmm. I do. So that's why I said no means no, okay? Yes means yes. But also, sometimes you can't. That's why I asked the question the other day. Could anybody give me any suggestions of what I can do? And someone said what they said. Are you angry because of everything I was saying? No, I'm not angry. I'm overwhelmed, frustrated, and disappointed. Very much so. Because me, as my age that I am, I'm a go getter. I'm going to get up and go get it. But I can't do it so much because if you helping, just think about it. If you're doing a lot to help others and it's taken from you, how are you going to be able to accomplish the goals that you want? A vehicle, really bad. I'm so sick of saying that. I'm sick of saying it because I wouldn't sit still, even though I don't. I make things happen, but not the way I want it to happen. So I don't have control of myself. It's like I feel like someone else has control of me. That's not cool. That is not cool. Be honest. And that's what I do. I'm very honest. When I sit back and analyze stuff, I'm an analyst and see the big picture and dig deep down to figure out what the hell it is that's going on with me, hormones, whatever. Then you got to come up with a solution to that problem. And it is not easy. That's why I call it a journey, lifestyle change journey. Everything and anything you go through in life, I don't care. It could be something good, and you changing to get better. It's still a lifestyle change. Makes sense to me. So that's what I have to do. Make a lifestyle change. And so I have to start. It's almost like don't talk the talk if you're not going to walk the walk, or don't walk the walk if you ain't going to talk the talk. I can give out all kinds of advice, but I think with me, I need that support. Like, damn. It's almost like people say people are takers instead of givers. Deep breaths. And then you got to sit back and say, everybody ain't like you, girl. You can't make nobody be like you. But that has something to do with acceptance. When you want acceptance, you will put up with anything. I've been down that road before. And not desperate for no relationship. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about wanting to fit in or not fit in because I'm not a follower, but you just want somebody to be in your circle. I tell you all the time, you see this right here? Do you hear anybody? Kids at school? My granddaughter's at school. Well, I don't know. Y'all see my baby all the time. She been on live over here before. This ain't no made up. I raised my granddaughter. And I take care of. Well, but she lives with me. So me taking care of myself is not just about me no more. I share this with my son. It's my son's daughter. When I get up in the morning, when she go to school, or let me say it like this, when she's going to school or about to go to school, and when she get up in the morning, I get up with her. I'm not getting up, going back to bed. I ain't get up, and watching her get dressed, and I'm laying in the bed. My behind is right in this living room after I done did what I do: wash up, take a shower, brush my teeth, whatever, drink my coffee. Up in the living room before she gets up. 99% of the time, I'm up before she is, and that's even on the weekend. I'm saying this. I should be living my best life. I should be flying high in the friendly skies. I should be on the beach, sipping on whatever I decide. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about things on how you can make things better for yourself instead of making things stressful. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that I have been going through a couple of weeks ago or last week or a couple of days. I said it on here and someone had asked me what was I going through, and I'm sharing. Yes, I'm talking about that. And I'm speaking very open because it has something to do with me. And anything that I share with my subscribers or whatever followers, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes and I fall short. But I'm not intentionally doing nothing harmful to anyone at all. I'm humble. I want a peaceful life. I want a good life. And I don't want to be around all that chaotic stuff and drama type of stuff. And I heard somebody said it, and I mentioned it to my son this morning. I was talking about my granddaughter too. I raised her. Thank you so much. Why do people call people black sheep of the family? Anybody got any answers to that? Comment down below because I got the question for it. If you don't know, see, I'm going to give it some minutes. Please respond because I want to hear. Oh, my nose is itchy. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I'm over here and I'm over here. So if you see me looking over here, I ain't crazy. Okay. I saw where somebody said, you know how you be saying, I feel like I'm the black sheep of the family? Well, this is what I heard, and I can kind of believe this. This is my opinion. They say oftentimes when you say, I know my family don't like me, I feel like I'm the black sheep of the family. They say the reason why a lot of people feel like they're the black sheep of the family, because they really are. I know what you was talking about. I do. They say that's God's way of protecting you. See, think about it. If you always feel like you are not included, me. If you always feel like don't nobody really care for you, me. Or why do this crowd be with this crowd? I'm just picking my words carefully. And you're never involved families, okay? And you like know deep down in the core pit of your soul, you haven't done nothing to no one. I haven't at all. But I feel that way. So I can say that this is my truth and story. So I said, I never said I was black sheep of the family, but what I'm saying is that's what somebody said that means. You are chosen. You are chosen to stand alone. You are chosen to be God protecting you. Let me say it like that. Ain't no other way to say it. That's his way of protecting you. And it must be some kind of confirmation to that, because my oldest sister, she's 10 months older than me. And she said this in September of 2020, and there was a reason why I can remember that, because of what she asked me to pray for her grandson. Yes, I didn't know that, but I heard that, and the woman broke it down so freaking good to the point to where, like, oh my goodness. See, we oftentimes we think it's bad, but actually it's something good. We can't take everything that seems like it's bad. You take it the way you want to. I get it. But it's just like a dream. I've been dreaming. I told my daughter, and she told me what it meant. I've been dreaming that I need to go fishing. They said if you have dreams about fishing, it means something. So everything that you see in a dream doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Sometimes your interpretations of things, the first thing we're going to say, oh, goodness. No, it can mean like something as simple as, they said you can dream about teeth. There's meanings behind each thing that you see in your dream. Also, it can be that you're neglecting yourself. You're not doing the self-care, self-love. You need to think more of yourself. Like, if you're not in a relationship, that's not saying you need to be in one. If you feel lonely, that means that's because you're not around enough people. It could be something simple, your sisters, your brothers, your kids, to show that love towards you. I have something in my restroom. I showed it on YouTube before. And I did it in 2018 or 19. I got the date on it. And I have something on my door I showed. And I had everything on there I did. I accomplished my goals. One of them was to stop smoking cigarettes. I no longer smoke cigarettes. That's almost 3 years. Cold turkey, straight up off the door. Okay. And so the other one was a relationship, to work on a relationship. At that time, I wasn't in a relationship. But I said, you know what? I have a relationship with God. That was the relationship I was working on. And that's what it was. Everything on that list, I want to say, is about at least 12 things I completed. My weight loss journey, I'm still on it, but I started. Smoking, being more open about my feelings and how people's treating me, and that's just what it is. I'm going to continue to be that way. Transparency is key to me. Communication too. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm just putting words out there because I'm not, like I said, I'm not for everyone, but I'm for someone. And myself, me doing this is opening up. See, you got to hear the backstory. I didn't speak as a child. True story. I didn't speak as a child. Whatever happened, happened. It could be something as simple as this. If I want a piece of cake and I didn't ask for it, or just saying, Mom and Daddy, can I get a piece? I didn't say it. I'm going to say it like that. I did say it, not asking for it. If I didn't ask for it and my siblings asked for it, they would get it. I wouldn't get it because I didn't say nothing. I didn't have a voice. I was respectful, shy, timid, didn't disrespect, gave everyone the utmost respect. I wasn't no rebellious child. And I can say this smiling knowing that I didn't do anything, disrespectful. So, like, how people say, well, no wonder I'm going through this because what I did to my parents. That's not the segment here, because I wasn't that person. So even though I was all that and then some, truthfully, if I didn't ask, I didn't get it. So you know what that did for me? I'm breaking curses in my family, generational ones, with my kids. As hard headed and as tough as it is, I'm going to stay on them like whatever it has to take. I'm a Kansas native. Oh, I'm from Kansas, but I'm not there. That ain't where I live. But yeah, I'm from Kansas. Midwest girl. So I left when I was 18. And I've been back to visit, but not to live. Okay, okay. I was a young military girlfriend wife. Best life ever. And that's what I was about to say. Until I met my kid's father, I didn't speak up. And one would probably say, I can't tell. Well, honey, this is my truth, okay? And this is the other thing I tell people. You know how sometimes you can tell people your side of the story, but there's two sides. Sometimes it's three. Yours, theirs, the truth, and the lie. So that's four, right? He saw things. And when he saw the things, he had a plan. I knew about the plan. It ain't like he planned to like take me away. No, it was a plan in his mind. Like, hell, here's my boyfriend, or hell, I was 18, and he cared and loved me. He saved me. That's why I said on here. I got videos. If you go on down, you see a red thumbnail with me in a pink mask. Well, it's not on my, but it's on it. And then I have a patch right here on my neck. You can hear that video. Check it out. I still ain't finished with it. I'm just telling little tidbits about it because I'm like this. I hope people can get the point. Common sense. And some of the stuff I don't want to keep rehashing. I'm not in denial with it, but it comes a point in time. Sometimes they say bury it. No, you don't have to bury your story. You tell your story. That's how you heal. Don't keep nothing in. And so when I started telling that story, it's because I kept having dreams. Now, this is another thing. That's why I said speak up, talk about it, because if a person's no longer living, you still live with that. And it kept coming to me. It kept coming to me. And when it came to me, I started opening up about that situation. Only two people eventually. The first time it was two, and then four people. Me, five. Him, me, somebody else, and my kid's father. Five people knew about that situation. And I never got any justice or whatever you want to call it, or it never was resolved. And what happened to me shouldn't have happened. I was 17 years old when this happened. And so as I'm saying, I'm like I said, getting into it, and it would haunt you. And it's nothing you did wrong. It's nothing you did wrong. So that's what I'm doing now. I started being more vocal with things. You have to talk about stuff because I was suffering in silence. I suffered in silence for so long. Should nobody have to suffer in silence? No one. I tell my granddaughter. One day I asked her, I said, how do you think of me? I just wanted to ask her this, and I know she don't. I said, you think grandma's nice, kind, or mean? Or something like that, I said. She said, you're not mean, Grandma. She said, you're very caring, loving, and you just concerned. This is what she said. And that's the truth. Because I want to be open to I want them, my grandkids, to be open to talk to me and ask me anything. And if I'm doing something harmful to her or them, let me know. Do not keep that away from me. Let me know, Grandma, you hurt my feelings, which in fact I don't. She 11 years old. She lived with me. She been here. She'll tell anybody. She been living with me since May the 31st of last year. hmm My son's daughter. hmm My oldest child's child. He only got one child. hmm hmm And she tells me that. And this is another thing I'm dealing with. If she go home, because like I said, I'm raising and taking care of. I want her to go home happy, stable. She's not my child. She's my grandchild. And she's a child. And I don't want her to get taken. I'm just saying, I put nobody's name on it. Just being honest. I don't want her to be taken from me and being stable to not being stable. Because that will piss me off. Okay? So that's been bothering me. I'm being honest. So in the midst of that, I say I got some up and coming things that I'm going to be doing or whatever, and I have been working on things. I told my son this morning, get up every day and make something happen. Yes, he works, hard worker. I give him that. He work graveyard shift, but lay yourself down, get you some rest or whatever, 8 hours, because you can do that because you're doing work until whatever time. And then before the business is closed, leave to be if you get 6 hours and then come back and lay down for another 3 or 4. You still got that time to get you some rest because you worked the 30-hour shift, excuse me. But also while you up, try to accomplish something within that hour after you get off from work so you can lay down and you ain't got to do nothing. That's just how I am. I had to be this way. I had to be this way. At the age of 14, I started being this way. And I'm going to continue to be this way. Despite what I go through in life, cry, tears, I done cried a tsunami, okay? A river. Always come back a little bit stronger. Because at the end of the day, the only person you really have is yourself. Think about it. You can have a mom, you can have a dad. I understand people say, ooh, they my best friend, my mom, my dad. That's true. But if you in this world thinking that somebody is obligated to do something for you, you messed up. I didn't live around my family. This is not a bad thing. I was a military wife and mother at a young age. Girlfriend 18, wife on. I got married when I was 19, okay? And that was a good life for me because my kid's father was in the United States Army. And so with all that comes is benefits. I didn't, and you know what? This is not the past because this is not that segment. I wasn't no young teen mom, because 19, that's still a teenager, living a certain kind of way. No, I had a husband, but check this out. I wasn't married when I had my child because it was my choice. My kid's father proposed to me a million times. No, I wasn't ready. So why would I? See, this is my mindset at a young age. I'm not going to get married to you just because you asked me to marry you. I'm still young. Let me think about this. He didn't rush me or pressure me, but I'm just saying this is what I said. I didn't get married when he asked me like, oh my God, he asked me to marry him. Oh my goodness. No. I was pregnant. We dated. My son was born. And then when I felt like, okay, my baby's here, my kid's father loves me. These are things I had to put into perspective with myself. realistically, right? I want to marry him. I do want to marry him. And we got married December the 14th, 1985. And right after my son was born in November, and we got married, he ended up getting shipped off for 30 days. Boy, let me tell you, anybody know about the military life, they know. I said, what the heck just happened? I became a young mom and wife, had the baby blues like a mug. It wasn't postpartum. I didn't suffer from that with my son. I think I suffered from it with my last two. Excuse me, my eye itching. And so I said, what the heck happened? I got married and my husband left. I was in the United States. He went overseas. Was it Korea or Germany? I think it was Germany. Because he had just came from Korea when I met him, he had just came from Korea. But anyhow, he had to go to they went to Germany for 30 days. But I had the best support with the military wives. I was the baby of the bunch because everybody was older than me. My kid's father was older than me too. And so it's like they treated me like I was the youngest too. And to keep me going, the girl, she lived up on post, military housing. I stayed on the economy, which is civilian housing, off post. And, oh, my eyes itching. And so she would come and get me. I would spend the night, stay at her house and stuff like that, so I wouldn't be alone. And then also they would help me, getting used to being a wife and what benefits and all this stuff, even though I was taking care of before he left, but they're just trying to show me the ropes. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And they had my birthday party, the first one I ever had. I was 20. Mm-hmm. She's the lady. Oh, my eye. She's from the state where my mom was living. And her husband was in the army too. Oh, my goodness, my eye. Allergies. And her and her friend, the girl stayed across the street from her, up on post. And military housing. And they surprised me because, like I said, I got married in December. My birthday's in January. And I remember my kid's father won money that he betted for the Super Bowl. I don't forget nothing, y'all. And so my birthday's the end of the month. So, oh, goodness. He might have been going longer than 30 days now. I think about it because there's 31 days in January. And my birthday was the 30th. It is the 30th. So, how long was it? Now I'm thinking about it. It was more than 30 days. I got married December the 14th. He left, I want to say, the week or 2 weeks after we got married. My birthday, yeah, he was going more than 30 days. All this time, I just didn't figure that out. Now I just figured that out. See how time goes. And they had a surprise birthday party for me. It was like 3 or 4 wives. And I felt so much love being a military wife and, meeting people. Oh, I wouldn't have traded that life for nothing in the world. I've been to Stuttgart, Germany. I done traveled a lot of different places. And that's why I said a lot of things that I learned and taught myself, I had to teach myself and learn because I didn't live around my family. And even my kid's father went to Desert Storm, Gulf War. I was over there in Germany by myself with 3 kids. By myself. Stuttgart, Germany. I lived over there for 4 years. Didn't have nobody tell me. I'm a self-taught person and also common sense. I saw my mom take care of kids and help my mom babysat. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't finish high school, because I had to stay home to watch children that my mom was babysitting. People can read between the line on that. I'm not getting into details with that. I was in 11th grade. I didn't finish school because I got to a point to thinking in my mind, why should I care? No one's caring if I get an education. My dad didn't know. My dad would take me to school, but he's listening to my mom say what she said, whatever, not getting into that. So I didn't graduate high school or got my diploma until 2008. And I remember that because it was the same month. My daughter that I talk about the most, that's when she graduated high school. So she graduated May 2008. I got my certificate too, May 2008. I said this, I want my kids to, be successful. And I want my kids to, they're supposed to look up to their parents. You're supposed to be role models and set example. And I said this, I didn't feel nothing from them. I ain't never heard them say, how come mama talking? She didn't need it. No, I did it for me because I wanted to show them this. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. And then I later on went on, when I was in Germany, I went to school to be licensed, not registered childcare. There's a difference in every state and country. I had to go to school for that. I got a certificate through the United States Army for that I completed it. Then I want to say 2002 or 3, I was a personal care aide. And I wanted to do more. And I helped a hospice nurse. And when I helped the hospice nurse, I asked questions because I was interested. I have always been interested in elder people, taking care of people, and children. So I said, how can I become a certified nurse assistant? Because there was an LPN there. I was a PCA, personal care aide. And the hospice nurse was there one day, and the LPN, I don't think they go by those now. I think they go certified tech, med techs, and all that stuff. They don't think they do the licensed practice nurse stuff, certified nurse's assistant and stuff like that. But anywho, she said, where you work at, you can ask them. But then also she gave me some others, advice on how to do it too. I went there, I told them I took an interest in wanting to be more than a personal care aide and the pay and plus the experience and knowledge. And I just felt like I wanted to do something different. And I went to school for that too, certified nurse assistant. What do I do now? Am I a certified nurse assistant? No, but if I go to a job interview and somebody hire me, yeah, but I got disabled from my job. Disabled, yes. I jacked myself up. How? Lifting a man by myself. They didn't have the proper equipment there. And okay, I'm a woman. Okay, there's strong women out there, but when you're lifting a patient that is not mobile, you need help. Need to be, if it's another person there or assistant, some kind of equipment to help mobilize him to get him where he need to be, from the wheelchair to the bathroom. That's what happened. Man, that man went to slip. I'm just ranting, but it's the truth. A little backstory about me. My back popped. I felt it and heard it pop. And it took me more than 6 months and still had issues. You can't work, so you get the workman's comp. They knew it was an accident, wasn't nothing. The woman was there, his wife, but she was a little bitty old thing. She couldn't have done nothing. She was littler than me. And so I reported it, did the steps on, they had taken to the hospital. I didn't go to no chiropractor. I went to physical therapy. Because physical therapy, this is what was told to me, and I believe it is, it's therapy. You getting the workout, they doing the exercises, they telling you this, that, what to do. And not only that, they giving you equipment. Okay? So They gave me this equipment thing that monitored, here we go, technology, right? If I was using it. And I had it, was about this size. It came in a case. And it's almost kind of remind you of, if you ever had an EKG or a sleep apnea study, it remind you of those things that you put on you, or, any kind of, like if they're trying to read your heart rates and stuff like that, right? Anywho, I had to put it on my back, and I had to do it every so often, and it was sending a little. I felt good though. It was sending a little something going through me. Okay, I'm just saying, electricity probably, and it was sending little things through my body, but I was getting monitored. So it wasn't like, did you, how often, no, did you use this, do this, whatever, honey? I couldn't lie to the people. They was monitoring me. So I went through that for almost a year. This is the gag. So that made me be disabled from my job. I couldn't go back to my job even once my workman's comp was over with. So I had to get a lawyer. And when I got a lawyer, I wasn't able, they didn't fire me. They couldn't fire me. I wasn't able to go. So it made me not be able I can work, but I can't do that type of work. Let me just get to the point. That's just what it is. And that's me getting paid less than what I was qualified for. Okay? Hint, hint. If a lot of people don't know that, that's how it goes in the state I live in. And I'm pretty sure anywhere else. So that's how I went with that. So in the midst of that, this is the gag. You always need money, right? Mm-hmm. This was in November 1999. I became a registered child care provider. Y'all, I'm something, but this is the truth. And I did that starting taking care of, I knew the girl. She had 3 kids. She had a set of twins, and then she had a daughter. So 3 kids that needed childcare, even though she had more, but they was older. And so I got registered in the state I live in. They had to do the FBI screenings, background, fingerprint, all the things, right? And that's a tuberculosis skin test, all that. I've been registered in the state that I live in still since 1999, November, but I moved here in May. Still registered. So I tell people that if you want to look me up. You ain't gonna find out nothing about me. Mm-hmm. So you can do that because you do your own background check if you want to hire me to watch your kid, but the state already does it. So you ain't got to. You can if you want to. You don't have to. So I'm in the system. I have a number that is mine. No matter how long it takes for me to do it. Last time I did childcare, it was in 2013. I'm going to tell you why. That's it. Because I end up finding other things to do. I still am registered to do it. And people was jacking me around, even though the state was paying me, but you still got to pay a sliding fee. Okay? So if you got 5 kids and the state is paying me, you still got to pay that sliding fee. The sliding fee with each kid is different because it's different from the infant to toddler, the school age, so on. Every pay scale is different. Daycares is like that too. So I babysat my brother, daughter, my nieces, 2 boys, and then because they relative, plus the state paid me. So one of them had to pay me $25 a week. And the other one had to pay me $20 a week for her 2 kids because everybody's income is different. And so some people didn't want to pay me that. Not them, other people. So I said, you know what? I know I'm getting paid through the state, but that ain't how it goes. You going to work to make your money to get paid. You dropping your child off at my house every day. I'm up, ready, clean house, toys is clean. When the child leaves, those toys either go in the sink, tub, bleached down, washed, and air dry for the next day. That's why I say I know a lot because I've been there. I know what you're supposed to do for daycare. I worked in daycare facilities, and I also removed myself from daycares when I felt something, which I had experienced, wasn't right either. You're not going to get me caught up in that. Mm-mm. So I do that. I done that. And then I was a foster mom. And that wasn't hard for me to become a foster mom because I don't know if you heard me. I was already in the state. I mean, in the system, excuse me, in the system. But they still had to do their part because it's a little bit more in depth. But I already had the fingerprint, and the woman told me straight up, "Y'all see how clean my hands is? I don't know if she could read palms or what, right?" And it was time for me to get my fingerprint print checked. Okay, she said, "Can I see your hands?" I'll never forget that. And she looked at my hands and said these words: "Your hands is clean." Read between the lines. I don't know if I can say what she said on here, and I don't. And she said what she said, and I'm like, "Whoa, okay." Got my finger, each one print, running through the database, FBI background screening, and skin tests. Now, there's a difference between license and register. Okay, there's a difference. License is more in depth forms, like both of them are the same, but not really because licenses they come to your house, they do the checks. Now they probably do that now with register, and if they do, they need to. If they don't, they should, because you can come to my house. I ain't got nothing to hide. For one, it's not going to be filthy. For two, I got kids. I know what to do. And at the time, I was smoking. I don't smoke around nobody's children. That's why some of these daycares now they have your clothes there, like uniforms. And because my daughter worked at one, she can wear her clothes, but when she gets there, she has to change them and put on the uniform that they have, and they wash them every day and keep them there. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not, coming in contact with the kids. People smoke gets into people's clothes, and you coming home, you might have cats and stuff, and the hairs on, and dogs, and all this different types of stuff. So no, the clothes in the um, your clothes don't stay on you. They have your uniform when you get there. It's like smots, nursing uniforms and stuff like that. Hmm. That's how it is in the state I live at. Every state is different. So on that note, I'm just sitting up here babbling, getting everybody kind of familiar about me. This woman right here, right here, right here, know a lot, and it's life. So on that note, that's why I was sharing the things that I was going through and I experienced. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm not gonna stop. Everybody has a calling. So on that note, I'm about to end this live. I hope everyone, if I can get my words out, I hope everyone have a magnificent, wonderful Wisdom Wednesday. And you know what? Okay, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. No, I didn't. Mm-mm. That's something you would always remember. Didn't. That's why I made it. That's why I said I done broke a lot of generational curses. Hmm. Um, Triggers I had. I even worked on that because I used to have real bad triggers with certain things. But no, I didn't have no party. My kids have. I have two that's in November, and I because their birthdays a week apart. I never always celebrated their. I never always celebrated their birthdays together. You are your own person, so you're gonna get your birthday on your day, you too. But there has been times I did it together. But I also want them to experience. You don't have to have your birthday on your sister's birthday and your brother's birthday, or your brother have to have no, no, no. You don't have to have it on your brother, and you ain't gotta have it on yours. You're gonna have your own birthday when your day come, and then the money might be a little funny. So when your birthday come, you're gonna have your cake. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have your colors. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have your cake. You a girl, you a boy. I'm not gonna. I have a son and daughter's birthday week apart. Okay, apart. You ain't gonna have pink on your day. You ain't gonna have blue on your day. Y'all both gonna have it. You're gonna be like twins. I have a boy over here that's he gonna get his colors. She gonna get her colors. That's just how it is. And I did that, I think, maybe once, maybe twice, but I know for a fact it was once because I had it over to my niece's house, and I mean, it was a big to do thing. Yeah, for my son and my daughter's birthday is in November, a week apart. Honey, boom. Hmm. But not me, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I tell people that they don't believe it. Okay, that's them. It is what it is. So anyhow, let me get off here and get ready for the kiddos. Will be well. It's 3:21 Central Standard Time. So just set your notification, turn on your notifications, subscribe, follow, share, invite, and I am out. Ohanas. We are family. You know why? Because it says so.